Actually, I used to work on Wall Street. I used to be a banker, putting in 100-hour work weeks, and it was pretty exhausting. And the clincher was I've always traveled since I was 3 years old. When my fiance came to visit me in London, I was working in London at the time, he saw more of London in 3 days than I had seen in 6 months. All I was seeing is the inside of the corporate, hotel rooms, etc. And people were like, "So how was London?" I said, "I don't know. I've been working inside my jail cell." And I felt really silly giving that answer. And I realized that, I wanted to see the world, and no amount of compensation was going to enrich my soul. So I decided to take that leap from a very lucrative profession to doing something that was spiritually and enriching for the soul. So I started extremely simply. I started small. I looked at magazines. I looked at really good travel writing, studied the likes of Don George, Pico Iyer, looked at the best travel short stories, and tried to build up strong narrative, and essentially wrote for free. I pitched whatever online and print publication I could. Then I started with small clips in the front of book sections, like US Airways magazine, then little luxury magazines in regional outlets. And then I started building up my portfolio for more national outlets. So from the regional, I am now writing for the Huffington Post and Forbes and outlets like that. So I think that, first of all, you have to really humble yourself and realize that it's a huge landscape. Try to find a mentor if you can, and look at every single piece of good travel journalism as a way to learn, and really have a method. I wrote every day whether I liked it or not. It was a bit of a Virginia Woolf kind of discipline. You got up in the morning and you wrote your story. I scoured AP, Reuters, news releases for good stories that were relevant and timely, and I realized that I didn't want to go into breaking news, but I really wanted to do long form, like magazine style reporting. A little bit more time to develop an angle and interview people for the story. So once I found out what kind of writing I wanted to do, then studying those forms of writing became easier. So I think you've got to do a little bit of brainstorming, getting your feet wet, trying to find out what kind of travel writing you do want to do. There are various forms. And then devote yourself to a period of study, pitch magazines and newspapers, etc. Don't be shy when they reject you. It's just all in the game. You just have to be persistent and know that a good clip is worth its weight in gold, and then build your portfolio accordingly.
Thank you for listening. Please review our other available content for help writing, publishing, and marketing your book. If you have any questions about the Author Learning Center, please contact us by email at authorsupport@authorlearningcenter.com.